tears, you know, there's babies that just died, and I was overwhelmed this morning.
Fire tragedy, a heartbreaking story out of Youngstown overnight that we've continued following all day. 5 children died in a house fire. 1 9-year-old, a 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and 2 1-year-old twins. Here's a map of where the home is. It's 434 Parkcliffe Avenue. It's on the south side of Youngstown. This road runs between Hudson and Fernley Avenues. While neighbors have been trying to understand this tragedy today, the 27 First News team has been covering every angle. We want to show you the victims of the fire, the children: 9-year-old Alicia Rosario, 3-year-old Charles Gunn, 2-year-old Liasia Gunn, and 1-year-old twins Brianna Negron and Ariana Negron. They are surrounded by 26-year-old America Acevedo, their mother. She jumped out of a second-story window to escape the fire. First, we begin with this emotional event for the people in the community learning about this fire tragedy. Let's go live now to 27 First News anchor Dave SESS, picking up our team coverage from the scene.
And it didn't take Youngstown residents long at all to show their support for this tragedy, which happened first thing this morning. We've got a lot to tell you and show you about over the next 90 minutes, but while we have some natural daylight left here, I want to give you a first-hand look at this memorial which has sprung up. First, as you're looking at your television screen to the left, that's the original memorial around the telephone pole out near the street there. That's probably 2 to 3 dozen stuffed animals, balloons around that one as well. There's also popped up a second memorial, which would be over to the right side of your screen as you look. You see more stuffed animals at the base of that pole, a lot of balloons up there as well, including one which is the number 5, obviously signifying each of the children who died in this fire. Waking up to the news of this fatal fire, yes, that was yet another tough way to begin the week. It didn't take long for that citywide effort to show up to start this memorial. Stuffed animals, balloons, even candles placed in front of the house. And as you've seen, I just told you that memorial's been growing all day. A simple yet effective way for people to show that their hearts were broken from this tragedy, and it was the beginning of the city to show its love.
This is the time our city needs each other, for us to come together as one, you know. Let's just bless each other.
That attitude was exhibited by everyone who drove by today, and especially by those who stopped by the memorial. And just remember, 2 years ago, in May of 2016, there was a fire on Bryson Street, the city's north side, that killed a 24-year-old mother and her 2 children, a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old at the time. Youngstown fire investigators tell us that they think they know where that overnight fatal fire started, but not yet how. First News senior reporter Jerry RICCIUTTI has been on the scene here along with me all day and joins us once again.
Dave, we can tell you just within the last couple of hours, investigators with the Mahoning County Coroner's Office have been able to positively identify all 5 of the young victims. Mandy mentioned them by name, but they still now have to perform autopsies to determine just exactly how they died. Now, this morning, investigators from both the fire department and police departments in Youngstown, as well as a team of experts from the state fire marshal's office, went back into this burned out house on Parkcliffe. They were looking for evidence as well as trying to determine where that fire started overnight. I'm told it began in a front first floor living room, but there are still a lot of questions to answer before they can determine the cause.
Until I get confirmation or feedback from the coroner's office, I can't rule anything out at this point. So far, I do not see anything leaning towards a criminal investigation.
Now, we can tell you that Amy Acevedo, as Mandy mentioned, jumped off of a second floor roof over the porchway to get away from the flames. Her children, though, were all trapped inside and had to be pulled out of the house by rescue workers. We're told late this afternoon, probably within the last 15 minutes or so, we've learned Amy Acevedo is in critical condition tonight at Cleveland's Metro Hospital, where we understand from family she had to undergo surgery this afternoon.
Our thoughts and prayers are still with her, Jerry.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much. There were also 2 firefighters hurt on the scene here, according to Fire Chief Barry Finley. One of those had second-degree burns. A portion of the ceiling inside fell on top of him, and also another firefighter had a cut to the chin. Both of those firefighters were treated and then released from the hospital. Meanwhile, a community effort has already started to help support Amy as she recovers here. In fact, it was started by Youngstown's 6th Ward Councilwoman Anita Davis, but also includes 2 pastors, 2 leaders of Mahoning Valley Sojourn to the Past, and the owner of Flambeau's Live. Now, Sojourn to the Past will serve as the fiscal agent in collecting donations. It's now a group effort citywide to help the mother.
Tragedies of any nature, whether it's local or abroad, impacts us, just hearing the report. But certainly when we realize that these are our neighbors, it becomes even all the more real.
Sometimes you just have to acknowledge that there are things that go on in the world that are not God's will. And this is one of them.
And if you want to help, mail a check to Sojourn to the Past, or you can donate through their website. There's also a community pasta dinner fundraiser. That's next Tuesday, December 18th. It's from 4 to 8 o'clock at Flambeau's Live. That is located at 2308 Market Street.